I do want to talk to you a little bit about today's NBA. You have been really tracking this issue of where are we with black coaches in the NBA. And this is just not new right now, but right now is what we have to talk about. Doc Rivers, when he was officially introduced in Philadelphia, became the 5th right now black coach going on with our current structure, but we still have 5 teams, right, that have openings. Clippers parted ways with him. There was concern, right? What are we going to do here? Here's on Doc on why he ended up in Philly.
I love coaching. I absolutely love it. But I was not going to just coach anybody. I can tell you that. I was ready to take a break. And it just depended on the team that was available. And if I thought that team, in my opinion, was ready to win, that excited me. And, you know, when Elton called, it was an easy get on a plane and take a look for me. And just when you look at these players, these young players, and their potential, the fact that they've had, you know, so much success in some ways at the ages that they are already, and where I believe they can go, for me is a job you just couldn't turn down. And that's why I'm here. Just really excited about it.
So listening to him, he is now, the numbers back up to 5. There's 5 openings. What is the league doing to make sure that the coaching and on the bench is representative of the players who are on the court?
Well, Mark Tatum, who's second in charge in the NBA, or Stewart, who's in charge of diversity and inclusion, anytime there's an opening, they send candidates that you would think of, maybe some that you wouldn't think of. Black candidates, candidates of color, women. Now, they can't force the teams to hire anybody, but they're making sure that you know that these people are available and what they can offer to the team. What you decide to do after that is on you. So these teams that say, we couldn't find anybody black.
Right.
That's all a lie.
Yep.
You know, they're getting big in time information, and I'm starting to hear more about John Lucas possibly in Houston, more about T. Lue getting interest from a couple different places, and Adam Silver, he kind of gave a hint the other day before Doc was picked that, hey, I do think that African Americans in a league that's 75% black are going to get some of these openings.
Yeah, no, I think they are. I think obviously T. Lue is going to have, if not at least one job offer, he's going to have 2 opportunities to go, you know, and whether it's, you know, Indiana or New Orleans, or, like, you know, he has a relationship with Griff, even, you know, being somewhat, people believe he's a front runner for the Clippers. I think my question is, you see those names of the top few, I just think there just needs to be a longer list, right? There's individuals like Jamal Mosley in Dallas that has been, you know, paying so much time in working with
I
David
was
Vanderpool.
going to say, we're starting to see David Vanderpool get some looks, but someone he probably should have gotten looks 3 or 4 years ago, right?
And I think that falls on us and the people in the media making sure that these names are put out there so that they get the opportunities for interviews and stuff like that.
I'm going to give you another thing.
Please.
The players.
Yeah, the players also.
I think here in the bubble, they've realized what kind of power they have. So when it comes to these hires, whether it's a free agent, front office or the coaches, you know, say something.
Yeah.
You can't say, you know, you better hire somebody black, but at least let it be a diverse process. Let me know about the process. And they have powerful players in this league who can make an impact on who's looked at.
Well, and we saw it with the Brooklyn Nets. Obviously, you know, Kyrie and Kevin Durant signed off on that Steve Nash hire. You're not going to hire a first-time head coach, even if he is a Hall of Famer, unless the players, and obviously there was a relationship with him and Kevin Durant, so that helped it. But that just shows you that players do have a little bit of a say-so in who they are bringing in and who they're interviewing.
Absolutely. And look, you also want to see black head coaches get the same patience, right, that some of their white counterparts do. When Nate McMillan was fired, all I heard from players was like, oh, yeah, fire the black guy when he gets you to the playoffs after, you know,
everybody's
everything
been injured.
They've been going. Right?
Well, the one thing that I think was most disappointing with what Chicago did in terms of its front office job is I had an assistant GM say, we feel like they'll take the worst white dude over the best black guy. That was painful to hear somebody say that, but they had some merit to that. And then Chicago flips it around, and although their coach that they did hire was white, they did do a bigger search that included black candidates in a real way.
And what you
for
want
the
to do
coach
is
job.
get rid of that feeling through actually getting it done over the years so that when somebody white is hired, they don't have to feel like you don't want that
Yeah,
reaction.
like Billy Donovan is a great coach,
right?
and he's
Arturas Karnisovas is a very quality executive, but you don't want to have that stigma going on, and that's only you can only do that by changing the history. You can only do it by being better toward black executives, toward black coaches, and we're not there yet.
Yeah.
So, all right, everybody go buy Marc's book.
Please.
Because, goes on sale tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us. Your coverage here in the bubble. You can pre-order it, right?
Yeah.
Amazon right now.
There
Let's
you
go.
Boom. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.